exports. Exports under GST. Please come to exports, everyone. People watching at home, let's go ahead and now do the chapter of exports, everyone. Everyone over here now. Exports under GST. Again a C-graded chapter. Again a C-graded chapter. Everyone. Exports under GST. Again, export can be of goods. Exports can be of services. Export can be of goods. Export can be of services. Sir, what do you mean by export of goods? Remember, export of goods means taking goods out of India to a place outside India. When you take the goods from India outside India, that is export. Okay? Now, sir, export of service, the definition must be remembered for your exam point of view. Whenever you see any export related big question has come, you should write the definition and come. Everyone here. Export of service means what, everyone? Location of supplier is in India. Recipient is outside India. Place of supply is outside India. You receive foreign convertible currency or INR in case where it is permitted by RBI, and you both are not mere establishment of distinct person, you are actual distinct person. And always remember one thing, foreign currency ka case mein, they are going ahead and telling, nowadays one circular has come which says Indian exporter can receive the payment in what? INR also from special rupee vostro account. It means even if you are receiving INR in special rupee vostro account, that is okay, that will be deemed that you have gone ahead and exported the service. Now, everyone over here, export of goods or export of service, always remember, exports are always interstate supply. Exports are always interstate supply, and we always go ahead and tell, Baba, exports are always zero rated supply. Export of goods or export of service is always zero rated supply. Sir, if it's zero rated, it means there are two options. One, I can go ahead and give a bond or LUT and I don't have to pay any GST. Now what will happen? ITC ka refund will be given. Do you guys agree with me? And hence it says supplier can claim refund of the unutilized ITC. Section number 54.3 read with rule number 89. We went ahead and learned in the chapter of refund. Array ITC refund. Refund application is RFD01 and the refund will be processed based on the formula. What is the formula, everyone? Net ITC multiplied by turnover of rate of turnover of zero rated supply of goods or service divided by adjusted turnover. Do you remember, everyone? Next. And the refund will be processed by the GST department. The next one over here. Sir, the supply can be on payment of IGST also. You can go ahead and export and you can go ahead and export. You can go ahead and pay what, everyone? IGST, and you can go ahead and export. Now listen. Now when you go ahead and pay the IGST and export, ITC would have already used it. ITC would have already used it. So whatever IGST you paid on the export, that IGST ka refund will be given. So they are telling section number 54.1 read with rule number 96. People, if you are asking rule number 96 mein refund, no, your Aadhaar authentication must be done. RRR. Refund under rule number 89 or refund under rule number 96. Both the case may see whether it is refund, normal refund under rule number 89 or the refund under rule number 96. Only if your Aadhaar authentication is done, then you will get the refund. Everyone over here, listen. When you import the goods, you have to pay custom duty and IGST under Custom Act. When you export the goods, whatever IGST you have paid, no, that refund is also given by the custom department. And that is told over here, the shipping bill or bill of export is your refund application and refund will be processed by the custom department. Can I go ahead, everyone? So tell me one thing. I went ahead and exported. I gave a LUT or bond. ITC refund will be given by whom? GST department. But sir, I went ahead and exported the goods. Goods we are talking about. Sir, I paid the IGST and I exported. ITC I already used it. This IGST ka refund will be given by whom? This IGST ka refund will be given by the custom department and it will be on the basis of basically the shipping bill or the bill of export. When you go ahead and export the goods from out India, people, when you go ahead and export the goods from India outside India, you will file what? Shipping bill. or bill of export, remember one thing, when you file the shipping bill or bill of export, this custom officer who is sitting over here, he will only process your refund. Everyone over here now. So for that, he will follow rule number 96. I have written down rule number 96 over here. Everyone over here now. Rule number 96, although not very important from exam point of view, we will quickly read once everyone. It says, rule number 96, refund of IGST paid on goods exported out of India. If you export the goods outside India, whatever the IGST you have paid, that IGST ka refund will be given by whom? Custom department. Now, everyone over here, they are telling shipping bill will be deemed as your refund application. When you file the shipping bill will be deemed as your refund application. Remember, always the shipping bill is deemed as your refund application. Okay, sir, shipping bill will be deemed my refund application. Then they are telling an application will be deemed to be filed when? Sir, I filed the shipping bill. Goods never went out of India. There has to be a proof, no, that your goods actually went from India outside India. So they are telling, number A, the person in charge files the departure manifest. The person who is taking your goods and going, no, he should go ahead and file what? Departure manifest. Number 1, you should have filed your shipping bill. Number 2, he should have filed the departure manifest. In the departure manifest, they are telling, sir, export manifest or export report, he should cover the name and number of your shipping bill or bill of export. That, sir, in the departure manifest, he should tell that this shipping bill ka goods I am taking and going. Who is the person in charge? The master of the ship. In case of plane, the pilot. In case of bus, the driver. In case of truck, etc., the driver who is there. When they file the departure manifest, they should say that, sir, I am taking the goods relating to this shipping bill and going. Can I go ahead, everyone? The next one over here is applicant should file GST 3B. You are asking a refund. You are asking a refund of your IGST paid. Do you guys agree with me? You are asking a refund of your IGST paid. So, beta, first file your GSTR 3B. First file your GSTR 3B and pay your IGST. Is my point clear to all? So they are going ahead and telling, see, shipping bill is your refund application, but shipping bill will be deemed, shipping bill will be your refund application, and refund application will be deemed to be filed when? Number 1, person in charge shows in the departure manifest. People, okay, you filed your shipping bill, okay? Now the person in the departure manifest went ahead and showed that these goods which are Ramesh Soni ka shipping bill mein, I am taking and going. Number 1 criteria fulfilled. Number 2, you should file your GSTR 3B. Number 3, they are telling proviso, any mismatch between the data furnished by the exporter in shipping bill and those in GSTR 1. People, you will also file your GSTR 1. In GSTR 1, you will show your export invoice. In the export invoice and in the shipping bill, if there is any mismatch, they will tell, hey, you are telling in your export invoice, I'm exporting this. In your shipping bill, there is something else. Why there is a difference? Because export invoice means if you are telling I'm exporting this, the same thing should be exported in the shipping bill also. So they are telling any mismatch between the data furnished by the exporter in shipping bill and those furnished in GSTR 1, such application for refund shall be deemed to be filed on the date when such mismatch is rectified by the exporter. You have to rectify. Only then the refund application will be deemed to be filed. And third thing, sir, you should undergo Aadhaar authentication. Only then the refund application will be deemed to be filed. By chance, C graded question comes. They tell you what is the refund application in case of export of goods, shipping bill. When is the shipping bill deemed to be filed? Number 1, in the departure manifest, your shipping bill card number is covered. Secondly, you have gone ahead and filed GSTR 3B. And thirdly, you should have done Aadhaar authentication. Then it will be deemed that you have filed your refund application. Is my point clear to all? The next one over here is, sir, details of export invoices in GSTR 1 will be transmitted to the custom. Everyone, your GSTR 1 ka detail will be transmitted to the custom for cross verification. Okay, next. Upon receipt of information of GSTR 3B being filed, the ICE gate is the common portal for customs. Okay? Or the proper officer of customs shall process the refund. Now listen, once you file your GSTR 3B and you have paid your IGST, custom department ka officer will process your refund. Is my point clear to all? Now listen. Sir, this custom officer who is there, no, this proper officer of actually one GST department officer is only placed at the custom port. So, but he is known as what, everyone? Proper officer in customs. Everyone listen. Now this proper officer will go ahead and process your refund. Is the process clear to all of you? Now listen. Now they are going ahead and telling he can withhold your refund also. Everyone, he can withhold your refund. Remember this point from exam point of view. When will he withhold your refund? When will he withhold your refund? Here. Number one, upon receipt, upon request from jurisdictional commissioner of Joint Commissioner of CGST, SGST. No, it is jurisdictional commissioner of central tax, state tax, union territory tax under section number 5410 and 11. For an example, my jurisdictional officer who is there, no, he called and told him, hey, Ramesh ka refund don't give him. Ramesh ka refund don't process. We have to recover some money from Ramesh. Let him first file all his returns, etc. Let him pay his outstanding due. Only then process the refund. So he will withhold your refund. Are we clear, everyone? The next one. When or proper officer determines goods are exported in violation of the provision of the Custom Act. This officer found out that Ramesh, the export which you did some violation. Then he will withhold. Number one. Custom officer himself comes to know that you exported in violation, he will withhold. Secondly, your officer told him withhold, then he will withhold. Then the commissioner in the board or officer authorized by the board on the basis of data analysis and risk parameter is of the opinion that verification of credential of the exporter, including the availment of ITC by the exporter, is considered essential before granting of refund. Beta, this CBIC, the officer who is there, the GST officer at CBIC, he went in and determined based on risk parameter that Ramesh ka credentials have to be verified before we give the refund. Then he will go ahead, the proper officer at CBIC, he will call this proper officer and say, hey, withhold the refund, don't give it to Ramesh. First of all, the officer himself identify, CBIC ka officer tells him, or your jurisdictional officer tells him, then he will go ahead and withhold the refund. Everyone over here, it says in order to safeguard the interest of the revenue, they can go ahead and withhold the refund. The next one over here. Sir, this point you have to remember. Now listen. Whenever your refund is withheld by this guy, whenever your refund is withheld by this guy, now he will not do the processing anymore. He will not do the processing of the refund anymore because he has withheld the refund. In this scenario, first of all, you will be informed that your refund is withheld. What they are telling, see. When the refund is withheld, such claim shall be transmitted to the proper officer of CGST, SGST. Whenever he withholds the refund, he will give this information to your jurisdictional officer. That, sir, the refund is withheld. He will inform to whom? Your jurisdictional officer that, sir, I have gone ahead and withheld the refund. And you know what? When he informs your officer, it says, see, whenever and as the case may be, electronically through the common portal, he will inform through the common portal. And you know what? How does he inform? He automatically generates one GST RFD01. See, what does it say? Where the refund is withheld under 4A or 4C, such claim shall be transmitted to the proper officer under CGST, SGST, UTGST, as the case may be, electronically through the common portal in GST RFD01, and the such intimation and the intimation of such transmission shall also be sent to the exporter. Listen, when he will go ahead and inform your jurisdictional officer, automatically one GST RFD01 will be generated. It means, you know what? Now, he will not process your refund. Now, the GST RFD01 is generated. Now, your officer will only process your refund. It says, now, and the said system generated form shall be deemed to be the refund application and deemed to be filed on the date of transmission. Now, the day the system generated RFD01 was generated, from that day, your money will be given to you within the next 60 days. Now, this officer will do the processing. Is my point clear to all? Next, where the refund is withheld in accordance with 4B, Baba 4A, 4B or 4C, the proper officer of custom will pass an order that the goods have been exported in violation of the provision, and thus such claim will be transmitted to your proper officer, as the case may be electronically through a system generated RFD01. People, I'll tell you simple, whenever he withholds the refund, no, he will inform to your proper officer by generating what? GST RFD01. When your system generated RFD01 is generated, now your jurisdictional officer will process the refund. It says the intimation of such transmission shall also be sent to the exporter, and the said system generated form shall be deemed as refund application, deemed to be filed on the date of transmission. So from that day, your refund will be given to you within the next 60 days. For notified goods, the refund is given. The refund of IGST is not paid to the exporter. It is paid to whom, everyone? The government of Bhutan. So for some goods, when you are exporting to Bhutan, the GST ka refund is not given to you. The GST ka refund is given to the government of Bhutan. Okay? For notified goods. As of now, you don't have to remember any notified goods. The next one. For refund of IGST paid on service. Services ka refund who will process? GST department. So they have told RFD01 shall be dealt in accordance with rule number 89, means the GST department will go ahead and deal with the refund. Although this chapter is a C-graded chapter, but I feel, what if they tell you, in case of export of goods, when is the refund withheld? The three scenarios. Number one, your jurisdictional officer told him to withhold. Okay. He identified that the goods are exported in violation, withheld. Or CBIC ka officer went ahead and told him, then he can go ahead and withhold. I hope these points are clear. Yes, sir. Chalo, please come here now. Now, the next one, everyone. People, tell me one thing. I went ahead and exported service. I went ahead and exported goods. Goods ka will talk. Goods ka case mein, I went ahead and gave LUT or bond. ITC refund. Who will give? GST department. ठीक है? I went ahead and exported goods on payment of IGST. IGST का refund who will give? Proper officer at custom. Next. Now, services का case में always remember, same in case of service also, people give LUT or bond, ITC refund. Do you guys remember? Give LUT or bond, what will be refunded? ITC will be refunded. Correct? Or pay IGST, use the IGST. And IGST ka refund will be given. But always remember, in case of export of service, the refund is always given by whom? GST department only. Because custom department is not involved. It says supply can be under LUT or bond, supply can be on payment of IGST. If it is there, then you will get unutilized ITC ka refund. And here, refund ka application is RFD01. Refund will be based on formula. Do you remember formula, everyone? Net ITC. Multiplied by what, everyone? Turnover of zero rate supply of goods and service divided by adjusted net ITC में only input and input service will come. Next. Supplying on payment of IGST. Claim refund of IGST. You can claim a refund of the IGST. File your refund application. Refund will be processed by the GST department. Sir, what is the process when I export the goods under LUT or bond? Rule number 96A has to be followed. Rule number 96A. Rule number 96A goes ahead and says that, sir, prior to the export, you should give bond or LUT. People, when I'm going in and exporting on payment of IGST, you already know. If you are going ahead and exporting on giving LUT, prior to the export, you should go ahead and give what, everyone? LUT or bond in RFD0, RFD11 to the jurisdictional officer, binding yourself that, sir, see, I am exporting, sir. I am exporting and I am not paying GST. I am giving LUT or bond. Please give me ITC refund. If I don't export within the next 3 months, or in case of services, if I don't receive the foreign currency within the next 1 year, whatever GST refund you have given, no. Remember one thing, sir. No worry, sir. Whatever IGST I have not paid, not GST refund. Whatever IGST I have not paid, I will pay. I promise. Within the next 15 days, I will pay. Is my point clear to all? So what they are telling, binding himself to pay the tax due along with interest if goods are not exported within how much time? 3 months, then within the next 15 days after the 3 months or further time allowed by the commissioner. Sir, or a payment for the service is not received within how much time, everyone? People, after ka F is missing. After 1 year. After 1 year, then within the next 15 days, people, you will receive the payment within how much time? 1 year. If you don't receive the payment, you are telling, sir, or further time allowed by, Y is missing here. Allowed by the commissioner. I'll tell you one thing. If you have given LUT or bond, first give the LUT or bond, export it. If you export, the ITC refund will be given to you. But if 3 months may you did not export the goods, or 1 year may if you don't receive the payment for the services within the next 15 days, please see everyone. Remember, whatever is the tax due, you have to pay along with interest. Whatever the GST you have not paid by giving LUT, that has to be paid along with interest. And this 1 year and 3 months has to be seen from the date of invoice for export. Details of the export invoices in GST are one. People, whether you actually exported the goods or not, they have to check or not. So from the date of invoice, they have to check whether you have exported. So they will transmit the details to the custom system, that is the IceGate ka portal, to cross-verify whether you exported or not. When goods are not exported within time and the registered person fails to pay the amount, you do not pay the tax along with interest. People, did you give the bond? They are going ahead and telling LUT or bond facility will be withdrawn, and immediately they will hang you upside down. You are over here, officer is over here, and he will recover. Not like this. Recovery will be as per section number 79, M square, R square, TDS. Do you remember, everyone? Yes. And recovery shall begin. Facility will be restored when you go ahead and pay the amount. The next is, LUT is not allowed for those who are prosecuted for an offense where tax evaded is more than 250 lakh. People, if you have been sent to jail for an offense where the amount involved was more than 2.5 crore, for you, LUT facility is not there. You have to give a bond and then you can go ahead and export. Next. Provisions of sub-rule 1 applies mutatis mutandis when you are doing zero-rated supply to SEZ unit or developer. Everyone over here now. Please come, listen. In this, I like this point that, sir, if you have given LUT or bond, within how much time you should export? Goods should be exported within 3 months. Services ka payment should be received within 1 year. This point you remember. Everyone, when is LUT not allowed? When the person has been prosecuted for an offense where the amount involved is more than 250 lakh. Please remember this amount. Please remember this. This is the most important point of this chapter. Everyone tell me one thing. Goods का केस में, सर्विस का केस में refund is not given. सर्विस का केस में तो refund is not given unless supplier is in India, recipient is outside India, payment is received in foreign convertible currency. Because only when you receive the payment in foreign convertible currency, it is deemed as what? Export of service and your ITC. Arey, service ka case mein invoice plus payment both has to be there. Only then the ITC ka refund is given. Do you guys agree with me? But goods ka case mein what happens? No. Taking the goods from India, outside India, your refund is given. Do you guys agree with me? Whether it is IGST paid ka refund or ITC ka refund, export of goods just means taking from India outside India. Where to be termed as export of goods, foreign currency realization is not important. Do you guys agree with me? But they are telling we will give you IGST ka refund or ITC ka refund, we will give it to you. But make sure that the foreign currency is realized as per the time limit of FEMA. If you don't realize the time limit of FEMA में foreign currency, whatever the refund was given to you, it will be recovered from you. That is told by rule number 96B. Everyone, recovery of refund of ITC or the IGST paid on export of goods. Service का केस में तो refund is only not given unless you receive the payment. But goods का केस में, taking goods from outside India, you go ahead and it is termed as what, everyone? Export. Where export proceeds are not realized. They are telling the person to whom refund is made shall deposit the amount refunded to the extent of non-realization of sale proceed along with interest within how much time, everyone? 30 days. If you don't realize the foreign currency, you have to deposit the amount within how many days? 30 days. Sir, Everyone here. The person to whom refund is made shall deposit the amount refunded to the extent of non-realization of sale proceed along with interest within 30 days. If you don't realize the foreign currency within the time limit of FEMA. Sir, failure to deposit amount will be recovered. Basically, they are telling the provision of 73 and 74 will be applicable, and as is recovery of erroneous refund along with interest. It will be deemed that the refund which was given to you is an erroneous refund, and they will go ahead and give you a demand order, and then they will do the recovery along with interest. No recovery. Sir, you went to the RBI. Sir, one time I did not get the money, you will do recovery. RBI told, okay, fine. You are a good person, we will not recover. If RBI writes off the requirement to realize foreign currency, then the recovery will not be done. It says, if RBI writes off the requirement of realization of foreign currency on merit, then the recovery will not be done. If sale process, okay, they recovered the amount from you. You could not get the foreign currency, they recovered. Later you realize the foreign currency. They will give the refund back. They are telling realization, if sale proceeds, realize post recovery, produce evidence within how much time? 3 months from the date of realization, and recovered amount shall be refunded to the applicant. I want you guys to remember rule number 96B, everyone. People, this chapter is a C graded chapter. Might be one question can come, might be one question can't come, but in my opinion, one thing to remember is export ka definition. You should remember export ka definition. You should remember withholding of refund wala point. You should remember in case of LUT or bond, you should export within how much time? Goods within 3 months. Payment should be received within 1 year. Otherwise, the LUT bond facility which is there. Otherwise, whatever the IGST you did not pay should be paid by you along with interest. And rule number 96B, there must be 1 or 2 questions. Please do it and go. People, rule number 96B is also good one. C graded chapter, but a small question can be asked everyone. I'll close my revision on the chapter of exports under GST.